So we have been working really hard the last couple months trying to set up a debate between myself and Juan Elvira. It's becoming quite evident that Juan has no intention of doing that. He's acknowledged that we've been trying to do that, but he's continually pushed it off. I will post the thread that we have that shows how hard we worked to try to get this debate to happen. They've put a lot of accusations on me, and I believe that I have the right to discuss these things with him in a civil, professional manner. It's become quite clear that he has absolutely no intention of doing that. And, it leads me, and I believe everyone else, to believe that he's got something to hide. And we know what that is. He's hiding from the fact that he's lying, that he is, everything that he's accused me of isn't true. I've seen everything that they have, and if you've noticed, everything that they've shown you, not one time have they shown you an entire document. They give you a little piece of information and say, look, Trevor's doing this, Trevor's stolen that, Trevor was involved in this. Never have they shown you any complete documents. They know, because if you see the whole document, it'll become clear what really happened and how things transpired. I've spent a lot of time kind of explaining these things to people, and it's time that I was able to discuss this with him. I guess it's something he doesn't want to do. The only document that they have had was something that they didn't even put out. They were too cowardly to do it, so they started leaking it to other people to go look, and that is a Department of Labor letter that they've kind of peppered out there. I read it about 2 weeks ago. I saw it, and if you read the document, what it says is that they're claiming that I didn't have, I believe it was 7 receipts for purchases that were made for the union. It doesn't say in there I was stealing money and that I was moving money. It was just under $500, minimal purchases. And if you read, the Department of Labor didn't do anything. I never heard about it. They never contacted me to ask me about it, because there was nothing there. If there was something there, by all means, we would have all heard about it years ago. This letter's 6 years old. I'm hearing about it 2 weeks ago. Pretty weak. These are things that we would have been able to debate, but unfortunately, Juan doesn't have that interest. He's hiding. I would have loved to have, asked him why he would run with a man that was not only an agency fee objector. Mike Schwed went around and he got other people to follow him. Didn't give them complete information on what it was to become an agency fee objector and what happens when you become an agency fee objector. All he told them is that you get some money back. Didn't let them know that you don't get to go to union meetings anymore. You don't get to go to picnics anymore. You don't get to participate in local elections like this one. You can't be an elected official. You can't be a steward. You were given the minimal services. He didn't let anyone know when he did that. This is also a guy, why would you, Juan Elvira, run with a guy that was brought up on charges and found guilty of trying to decertify the TWU? And he was found guilty by a group of his peers. Why would you run with a man like this? And again, I'll post those documents showing the entire process. I'm not going to give you a portion of them like they do. I'm going to show you the entire documents. I'm even going to show you pictures of buttons that he was running around giving people. They were anti-TWU, no TWU buttons. This is what his VP was doing. Now, there's a ton of things that he's been doing, that these guys have been doing. One thing I want to point out is that our entire slate and the entire time has been almost completely positive, telling you what we're going to do, how we're going to change it, why we're going to change it. Not one time have you heard these guys say that. They've told you what they're going to do. It's because they don't know what they're doing, and they don't know how to do, and they don't know what they're doing next. They're going to tell you that they saved this local from bankruptcy. Again, something that we shown that they were lying about. We went to the union meeting on December 19th, and they admitted in that meeting that there was never a bankruptcy. The reason there was no bankruptcy is because we weren't near it. Now, they've kind of stopped saying that. Another one that I would love to discuss with him is the fact that they were running around saying that if they don't get in, this local does not get to go to negotiations. Lie. They know it's a lie, and they've stopped saying it because it is a lie. Chicago is going to negotiation. Whoever represents Chicago will be going to contract negotiations. They like to think, or get you to think, that if they aren't in, this won't happen. Not true. They know it. We haven't told you lies. We aren't going to tell you lies. We aren't going to try to manipulate the way you're thinking to get you to believe us. Won't happen, never will. These guys, that's how they run. These are all things I would have loved to have debated with Juan. Unfortunately, he's just simply not going to do it. And, I'm going to continue talking about these. If you have any questions for us, by all means, reach out. I'd love to discuss it. But I hope you guys all have a good day, and we'll see you out there.